Have we got a show for you? Lil Sean.
Drop.
Broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Lima beans, collard greens, peachy keen, VeggieTales. Cauliflower, sweet and sour, half an hour, VeggieTales. VeggieTales, VeggieTales, it's time for VeggieTales. Throwback.
Hello,
Sunday school,
and
best show.
welcome to Have We Got a Show for You? I'm Michael Ruffino,
And I'm Liz Brody.
and what's that? What's that, citizen?
What is that T-shaped guy in the corner?
Somebody is.
There's a caped crusader.
There's this cucumber of steel.
There's the cucumber stolen is in the picture.
We need a podcast to discuss the limited run animated Larry Boy cartoon.
We need to have a podcast and a podcast.
And this
is that podcast.
Hello, welcome to He Is That Hero, the podcast within a podcast discussing the limited run Larry Boy cartoon adventures from the early 2000s. Again, I am Michael Ruffino.
And I am Liz Brody.
And today we are discussing Larry Boy, Leggo My Ego.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a guest.
We have a guest.
She's back.
Yay.
I'm back.
We're not gonna talk about Israel Palestine this time, probably.
You don't know that.
Did I break the seal on that?
You did.
I did? That's incredible.
There were only a couple of episodes after, or a few episodes hence where we discussed genocide, but really,
That was only like 3 episodes in.
yeah.
So,
We'll call it on genocide. Just this once.
Just this once.
and we'll get right back at it next time.
Greer, everybody.
All right.
Hey, hi, Greer's back.
Greer's back.
Yay. All right.
Let's take that whole thing again clean.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with Leggo My Ego. Greer, what was your...
How would you?
What? You watched this.
I definitely watched it.
Okay.
I had not heard of this cartoon at all.
Well,
I'm going to be so honest. I knew who Larry Boy was. He is featured on mainstream VeggieTales.
Indeed.
The Larry Boy, flash game animated cartoon had not passed my eyes before in this life. This is my first time watching an episode and probably the last time.
Oh, really? Didn't like it?
I don't know. It reminded me of those little point and clicks. I felt like he kept telling me to, do you spot the superhero?
yeah.
Click the use button to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Click the magnifying glass.
Yeah. I will say, there were parts of this that did trigger some memories. So I was like, I've definitely seen this one before. This is definitely something that my eyes have seen. I had such a hard time getting all the way through this.
Yeah.
I had to get up a couple times. I only watched it once, and my memories of this are pretty fleeting. I thought about watching it again. I could not convince myself to do it.
I anticipated that and watched it very shortly before coming over here so that it would be fresh. But I'm going to be honest, if that parsnip put on one more wig, I was going to lose my mind.
The part of me that was like, be a responsible podcast host, watch it one more time, let the material be fresh, just, and I decided to edit and play one of my raccoon decks instead. That seemed like a better, this one was hard for me. Michael, you look upset.
I remember when this came out. I remember the build up to when this came out. I was genuinely excited to get it. I think this was one of the only tapes we pre-ordered.
Yeah.
From the Family Christian Bookstore.
Wow.
and I was intrigued. I remember the marketing material on the Big Idea website. We should do an entire episode, Liz, on the Big Idea website circa 2003.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They had like a knockoff Donkey Kong game,
Incredible.
Flash game,
Incredible.
where Larry Boy was up against the Alchemist, and the Alchemist was throwing beakers like the barrels in Donkey Kong. You had to jump over them as Larry Boy.
Okay.
I remember the commercial to this being on the Jonas sing-along tape, and I watched the trailer to this episode more than the Jonas sing-along tape because it was more Larry Boy. And the Alchemist, from a character design perspective, having not seen the episode,
Yeah.
it's a very formidable vegetable.
Can you please? This was actually, I watched this with Griffin, my boyfriend. This was a point of debate between the two of us. Can you tell me what kind of vegetable he is?
He's a carrot.
Is he a carrot? Okay.
He's a carrot.
I
Pretty
thought he
sure.
was a carrot.
Yeah.
However, the carrot family in VeggieTales is who I'm more familiar with. They look like carrots.
Well, he's got that hood on and the cape.
So according to the Big Idea Fandom official website, gender, male.
Right.
Species, carrot.
Okay.
Hair color, none.
That answers
Arms
that.
robotic.
Yeah.
Arms visible.
Yeah. Yes. I assume that his mother, the parsnip, adopted him.
No, his mother is an onion.
Oh.
Yeah.
She is a bad onion. She's wrinkly.
She is giving Rocky and Bullwinkle villain.
Very much.
Yeah.
What is darling?
Yeah. She's
Those
got.
no good Nick Moose and Squirrel.
Yeah. And for some reason, she calls her son Cubby. Okay.
Well, I love the baby picture we later see of the Alchemist who still has robotic arms.
Did like that, which is interesting. You know, why did he have the robotic arms?
So he can mix his potions.
Well, they all have arms. I mean, or I guess the idea of arms. Why do his have to be visible?
For potion mixing.
For villainy, I guess.
I guess to make it more menacing.
Yeah. And he was kind of formidable. He had those goggles. He had that cowl. He had the villain Dracula cape.
He did.
He had his initials on his belt buckle, which Larry Boy at that time lacked.
Right. And I say bring it back. I want everyone to have initials on. So I can get everyone.
Ninja Turtle style initials on their belt buckle. Mm-hmm. Make it happen in 2026.
So I know who's who.
So we can tell everyone apart.
Yeah.
Let's start with. So I like this episode because this was the one that I liked as a child the most. Because I was like, even though I was a little disappointed that the Alchemist wasn't as serious a threat as Awful Alvin was.
Right.
Kind of undercut by his mother. Something I noticed for the two Mystery Science Theater fans at the table, another mad scientist being undercut by his slightly eviler mother.
Right.
It goes.
Named Pearl. Also named Pearl.
And I love them for that.
Yeah, listen, I was listening to something about Sigmund Freud today. So we prepared really at the
Analyze
end of the day.
this.
Yeah.
Analyze this.
Yeah. I like that the Alchemist is part Riddler, part Dr. Calamitous.
Sure. A little bit of Dr. Claw in there, those scissor-like pincer hands.
Yeah, he's got a lot of callbacks, a lot of inspiration. And the thing that I liked about this episode was that we get another wacky machine as a plot point.
Yes.
A lot of those, which did make me stop and watch Pantoffelpuck, Where Are You? Not as good as I remembered.
Just a confluence of disappointments for Liz Brody on this episode.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it in a very long time, and then going back to watch it, I was like, oh, you can really see some of Dr. Seuss's deep misanthropy coming through in this, and it was glaring, and I was like, didn't see that as a child, nor did I get that the piano is a metaphor for heroin. Anyway.
If we did episode titles, that would be the episode title.
The thing that really got me about Pantoffelpuck though is when And again, I watched that. I had that on VHS, and I watched it over and over and over as a child. And I remember watching it 1 or 2 times, like in the last 10 years. And going back and watching it. This man has some like issues with verbal instructions, and everyone makes fun of him for it. And he goes to just work in this pickle factory, and everyone's like almost in a cult. They've got their own lingo. They've got their own dress. And the instructions, to be honest, are a little unclear despite there being a full song. So when he messes it up the first time he tries it, there's some like massive engineering flaws in this factory to begin with. So like the regulation is messed up. So I've got some questions about the guy who's running this factory in the first place. And then the fact that they line him up and point at him and yell shame at him because he made one little verbal instruction mess up. I felt like it like really explained a lot of my life.
Does
anyway.
he need union representation more or less than Rack, Shack, and Benny?
There needs to be a full-on investigation of this pickle factory.
It's an OSHA situation.
There are so many things. They need to get several agencies in on that. Anyway.
It's a nice day in Bumbleberg at the carnival.
It is. And Larry is terrified
Of the
Ferris wheel, despite being a pilot.
Despite being on the roof, jumping off of... we've seen him jump off a roof.
I feel like
use his plunger ears as a grappling hook.
maybe without his plungers, maybe that's part of his origin story. Maybe he's terrified of heights, but the plungers gave him that like sense of security.
I think it's that he's terrified of not being in control.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good point, Greer.
Or maybe it's just a ploy because maybe he needs the citizens of Bumbleberg to be like, Larry boy could never be Larry. Larry's afraid of heights.
Oh, even both of you raising good points.
Mm-hmm.
Could be all of the above.
All the above.
It's very complicated. I like that he's there in his janitor outfit.
Yeah, he's out and about. Because he can't wear the billionaire turtleneck.
Well, I also noticed that almost everyone in the animated Larry Boy series, everyone is clothed.
That is true.
That is true.
Everyone in Larry Boy tends to be clothed.
Yeah. So I guess Larry couldn't be in the
Buff.
in the flesh.
In the skin, the cucumber skin.
Yeah.
In
the
rind.
peel?
Yeah, the
Okay.
peel, the rinds, yeah.
We found it.
There we go.
There we go.
That was
Working
rough.
our way towards it. And so, a calm day. But then, the cotton candy machine goes haywire.
It does go Hawaii.
And it starts shooting cotton candy everywhere.
Was the haywire thing from something? No, we're just
No,
that good, guys.
I'm an original.
And why does the cotton candy machine go Hawaii?
Well, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
There's just cotton candy everywhere.
Everywhere.
And somebody needs to stop it. We need a hero of some sort.
I am that hero.
And so Larry Boy shows up and is stuck. The cotton candy acting like bubble gum. Interesting twist there.
That cotton candy would have been so full of dirt.
I thought that. When Larry Boy fires a plunger ear into the gob of the output of the cotton candy machine, which is squirting cotton candy everywhere, it stops it, but it backs it up. And it explodes, and there's even more.
And then we just recycle a plot point from episode 2, in which not Jerry and Jimmy Gourd, but Herbert and Wally, who are basically Jerry and Jimmy Gourd,
Kind of, sort of.
save the day
They're eggplants, I guess, and not gourds.
through their power of being able to like consume massive amounts of food. And they eat all the cotton candy, thus sort of saving the day.
And then while they're napping in what I assume is a diabetic coma, they find out that there has been added to the cotton candy machine something called, and I will never forget, ultra sucrose enhancement catalyzer. You know, ultra sucrose enhancement catalyzer.
It makes perfect sense
It
to
makes
me. I don't
perfect
know
sense
why
to
you're
me.
making that face.
It's a chemical that exists that you.
Because he does alchemy
He's an alchemist.
Could they not call him the chemist?
I was just about to say that. That just clicked. That makes no sense.
Why do we have to bring the dark arts into this?
Exactly. This is a Christian show.
Yes.
Well,
Why are we bringing the hidden knowledge of the universe into this?
How do you think he paid for that lair? He had to turn something turn something into gold.
Is the chemist? Was that taken?
Well, also in the UK, the chemist just means your local pharmacist.
Was that not?
A little bit less sinister.
Did what?
Are we making discoveries over there?
I need a minute. Continue.
What?
Explain yourself.
Yeah.
The Chemist is a book series by Stephanie Myers of Twilight fame
Oh.
Well, sure.
about a teen wolf.
Well, then they couldn't
The
encroach
story
upon
follows
that.
a woman who is one of the darkest secrets of the U.S. government agency, which was so clandestine it didn't even have a name.
All right.
Huh. Never heard that before.
Okay. Anyway. How does The Chemist compare to Twilight?
Does it tie into the host at all?
I'm going to stop reading this.
Do you remember the host?
I remember the host. I have a very vivid. This anecdote is actually going nowhere, so you can cut it. But I have a very vivid childhood memory of seeing that book cover because it was the eyeball in my mom's throwaway book basket. I never read it. That was my
I think
only memory of
most
it.
books that featured an eyeball were throwaway.
Right in the throwaway basket.
Until they released...
Except for 1984.
I was going to say until they re-released all of the Kafka material with the eye motif as the covers, which was very lovely. Yes, there were several.
Very Kafka-esque.
Did you look at the bookshelf for an example?
The glances.
Very Kafka-esque, like being trapped in cotton candy.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't mind that. I love sugar. I love it so much.
But
That's probably a dream of mine, honestly. Just surrounded by sweet, pink, fluffy.
like being
edible
stuck in a spider
material.
web made out of cotton candy.
Oh, so you ever just like get stuck in? Well, don't take this any way other than what I'm going to say. You ever be in an attic? And you're like, God, I'd eat my way out of here. That fiberglass is calling my name.
I'm going to join the Pink Panther in heaven.
It looked more appetizing than the cartoon food did in this episode in particular, especially that little short at the end.
Oh yeah, with the cake.
Yeah, I usually am a sucker for cartoon food, but not this time.
It just looked very flat.
It looked really sticky.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Larry. It was a difficult situation for Larry Boy. He's stuck in cotton candy. It's caused by
The
the alchemist.
Edward the Alchemist, or Edmund, whatever his name is.
He
Just
has
the
a
Alchemist.
name?
No, he has a full name. His
What
name
is his Christian name?
Edward Cubby Wiggins.
Shut up.
So serious.
I think he does appear in future episodes. so there
Yeah,
might
he
be
does.
a reveal that he has a name and not just the alchemist.
Or Cubby, as his mother calls him. Maybe she calls.
Kobe.
Maybe it's Cubby because she's a mama bear.
Oh, God.
So
Herbert and Wally kind of saved the day,
Saved the
and
day.
Larry is
Well, and then the
not-
alchemist runs away,
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
runs directly into the paddy wagon.
yeah, that's true. That's true. This is a very pro cop show. Yeah, they're very.
Larry Boy, I think, experiences some anti-cop sentiment.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. He does cut them down to size,
That's true.
literally. See, right before the alchemist disappears, he spritzes Larry Boy with his flour.
And Larry Boy's body absorbs the ancient orange into his genetic structure.
Oh, I love that.
I was sitting on the couch watching this, and I was like, "Is this man napalming the county fair?" Like,
Yeah, Agent Orange and Larry Boy. I love that the alchemist's mother specifies it's soaked into his costume. So he has to be wearing the Larry Boy costume for it to work. And what it does, as is revealed, is if Larry Boy puts somebody else down to build himself back up, if he has a damaged ego, his costume will release a cloud of orange gas
Yep.
to then travel over to the person that he's belittling to then belittle them. Literally, they shrink like Honey, I Shrunk the Children.
Very, yeah.
And by just getting Larry Boy to talk, all the bubbly bird, they're gonna take it over.
Is this going to be the first time we get to use the Larry bleep?
Yes.
And it was you, not me. I cannot believe this. This is monumental. This is historic.
So, we'll get it out of your system now. Okay.
No.
All right.
No, I want to be better than you.
Really?
Yeah. I just want to shrink you down on my side.
Oh no!
I'm getting small.
Oh my god!
If you did shrink down, you would just be my size, I think.
That's true. You would be a little 5-footer like we are.
Yeah. Join us.
Come on down here. Come on.
I'm stuck down here.
Get in the donut box.
Am I in heaven? So yes, he belittles the police
The non-Scotty
first of all,
police captain,
Beat cop.
yeah, the police chief.
who is Swedish.
Well, the cop is Swedish. The chief is, I don't know. He looked kind of waspy to me.
I do want to have
He
a
looked
side
a little bit
combo.
like Hugh Freeze,
I do want to.
didn't he?
I do want to have a side combo at some point about how multicultural this town is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bumbleberg's a diverse metropolis.
A
Sound it
nation
both-
of immigrants.
I think in my notes that I cannot locate. I just said like, oh, this is a very multicultural. We got a thriving immigrant population here.
Yeah. Again, I watched it with Griffin earlier, and he said, "Is this Brooklyn?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, I think it is."
Bumbly Brooklyn.
Bumbly Brooklyn.
But it's located in Delaware.
After that, we go to the community college, right? Mm-hmm. Night school, where Bok Choy.
I will say, even the big idea fandom plot section for this is pretty unhelpful. I'll just pull up the transcript.
Well, this is the part where Bok Choy basically gives away the lesson of the whole episode, and Larry Boy is not paying attention.
No, because he's inquiring about who this Gale person is.
Yep. Joke for the parents.
Yeah.
Joke for me.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, shut up, Larry. God,
I know that's
so annoying.
you know what? I think that's what pissed me off more than anything this episode is the first one that I watched for y'all and with y'all. I was cackling
Yeah.
the whole time. And this one, every time they tried to make a joke, I was like, shut up.
Yeah, I was not rooting for Larry in this
I was
one.
not rooting for Larry at all.
Just every time Larry talked, I was like, stop.
Who wrote this one? Was this written by like the Big Idea farm team of the day?
Writers were Brian Roberts, Sean Gaffney, Todd Carter, Larry Whitaker, and Jeff Holder.
Yeah, that
It
feels
took
like
It was-
5 people to write this.
It was produced, so Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki had nothing to do with this episode.
Well, there's that's the stank on it.
And that's like, cause like even the Angry Eyebrows was like, okay, like it's the animated one, but I have such a love in my heart for that one. And this one, I was like, the vibe is weird. It's not the same humor. Like, I hate Larry right now.
Yeah.
Like, and I
He's an
hate
unlikable
saying
protagonist.
that, but I was like, who is this guy?
The anti-hero.
Who is this guy?
Does it feel like he was written out of character by having a big ego and putting other people down like that?
Yes.
Does that feel out
Yeah,
of
do you
character
know
for
what?
Larry?
It does feel out of
Yeah,
character for Larry.
I think part of the reason that I like had such a hard time getting through this and like didn't want to rewatch it is because I was like, this is not. It was almost like this isn't even canon. It was like this is something else, and there's so many like underlying like little things that bothered me about it, and I think one of them was especially like, and I didn't really notice it until we got to class, and he was like, "Who's Gail?" I was like, normal Larry would say that in good faith and it would be fun, but this is like mean Larry, and I don't like mean Larry. Like, I feel like
not paying attention to her or
Yeah.
the class. I feel like you could get away with writing Archie like this,
Yeah.
but not Larry.
Like there's so many other characters to pull from, and that could make like a more interesting focal point of this. Or even if like the villain was the one who was like putting people down, like that would probably be more interesting than what we get.
I feel like you could even get away with writing Junior like this.
And
I was just about to say that.
Junior's classically our Bart Simpson who teaches us the lesson at the end of the day.
Right.
And
If we may suggest a rewrite, 23 years on,
yeah,
if Junior was the one that got dosed with the manner of putting people down, shrinking them, that would work better because like it just doesn't feel like something Larry would say or do.
no.
Right.
And like I think especially when we get to the class too, I think where I could tell that I was like, this is different. Like something about this is just like off. Like there's something in the last animated one that we did last week. We agreed like Bok Choy is a well-written character who is like, cultural appreciation. Like there was
They did indeed play.
Oh my God, the sting every time he showed up on screen.
Yeah, they went full. Like they went in for it in this episode, and I was like, "Whoa, we just defended this. Like we just said that this was like
we would have to bat for you, Bok.
Yeah, like we were like they actually did this character well, and in this one when they did the little, I was like, are we serious right now? Like Veggie Tales, we expect better from you. Like what is this?
It's like that icky feeling I get for all you Rush heads out there every time I listen to Passage to Bangkok, which is one of my favorite songs by Rush.
Yeah,
there is an icky feeling at the beginning because they do the da 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 da. It's awful.
Yeah,
there were a lot of public domain music stings in this episode, though, if I may.
That one was probably the most like insidious one, especially because like again. In that last episode, I was like, they even gave Bok Choy more of like a subtle, like he just had a general accent, and I was like, it could subtly be like a Hong Kong accent maybe, but it's like very subtle and it was tastefully done. And in this one, I was like, no, they like leaned way more into that like
Mr. Miyagi,
like yellow face. It was like really uncomfortable, and I was like, how did we get here? Like, what changed in these two episodes? Like, what's the difference? And like I didn't go to look up who had written it.
I didn't dare look up who voiced him.
Yeah. Like I said, this was the one. Like I think because everything else that we've like dealt with has been Vishnu Naraki. So like this one, I was like, if this is Mike Vishnu Naraki, I'm stunned. I didn't look it up, but knowing that it was not them, like okay, like it seemed like. This was like a LARP of a VeggieTales episode to me. I think that's why just watching it every other scene, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was literally the sense at the time was they were cranking these out.
Yeah.
Because they needed to fund the Jonah movie.
Yeah.
And so they needed to make money quickly. And so that's why they switched to Flash.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of like Disney afternoon people who worked on like the 101 Dalmatians cartoon to like make stuff, make 3, 2, 1 penguins now quickly.
Yeah. I think maybe because like this was definitely during that era where like Disney Channel was doing that like 101 Dalmatians cartoon and like the Lilo and Stitch cartoon.
Buzz
like,
Lightyear of Star Command.
Yeah, just all these like spin-off cartoons that like did not do it for me as a kid. And I was like, I can tell that this is something else. This is something different. They've taken these like characters that I love and turned them into like little creatures that I just like cannot vibe with. And this was like reminiscent of that, I think, because like I love Lilo and Stitch. It's one of my favorite movies. I remember watching 2 episodes of the show and being like, I don't know what this is, but like it needs to be burned. Like I can't deal with it.
Me with Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
I will go up to bat for Buzz Lightyear Star Command because there are some great sci-fi concepts in there.
I will say, if we're talking spin-off shows though, All Hail King Julian is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
But
King Julian.
yeah.
Can we get a clean take of that, Greer?
King Julian.
Thank you. So we can't belittle, we can't badmouth other cartoon shows because the gas will emerge from us.
That's true.
And fly over, and next thing you know, you can't find Teen Titans Go streaming anywhere.
Oh no! What a relief.
Oh no! Stop it! You'll disappoint the children. So what was the Bible verse that was disguised as something from the quote unquote
Right.
not Bible?
And I'm talking about Griffin a lot, but he cracked me up. We were watching this. He starts reading from it, and Griffin goes, "Is this the Bible?"
Betrayed.
I was like,
Yes.
"Yes." Well, yes.
But yes, okay. Matthew 23:12
Let's do it.
Okay.
was the verse. Whoever
Okay.
exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Quote from your boy, and by your boy I mean Greer and mine's boy, and to a slightly lesser extent Liz's boy.
Boy by
Son of God.
association.
Yeah. You know, I feel like Liz is coming around on Jesus
Oh,
a little bit. Would you say?
What do you
Like-
mean?
like
what
as
do
an
you-
idea
what, as
or
an
like
idea?
the
What do you mean by
Messiah?
that?
It's like just like as
It'd be so funny if you were like, surprise, this whole podcast was to convert Liz. This is an inquisition now.
Cake or death, Liz. Cake
well, cake, please.
I sent my mom a Catholic meme the other day. It was about like cradle Catholics saying, "Oh, you know, I really feel like we should feed the poor," and then adult
Yeah.
converts being like, you know, Ezekiel 21:12 says that you should wear a long skirt or I get to stone you to death. I sent it to my mom, forgetting she was an adult convert.
Did you see the Pope Leo straight up publicly commented about like digital adult converts that only do that are like
No.
into trad culture but don't go to church?
That's awesome.
He's like, guys, to truly like walk in the faith, you can't just like be an e-Catholic. You got to go
E-Catholic.
You have to go to church, make the coffee for the coffee hour, bring the cake.
Right. I'm going to start using e-Catholic. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think so. I think that energy that a lot of like people, men, will put into like going hard for like Joseph Campbell. I think that like, oh, I just love myth and like learning about the human condition and stuff, but they would like never dare actually like critically analyze religious text because that has real world consequences. I think I put that energy more into like my understanding and study of religion. So I think, you know, understanding like Christianity, especially as something that is like so intrinsic to our culture, and understanding that most of the people around me at least have like extreme rooting in Christianity, and most of the people I encounter and talk to day to day are rooted in Christianity. So like I think it's super, super important as somebody in this society who is like a person of faith who wants to like try and live like ethically and morally, having like an understanding of the culture that I'm in and what these like beliefs are is like super, super important. But I'm also like really fascinated by just conceptually religion and how it's used in like that myth making type of way. Like the part of me that like loves to read like the Silmarillion is also like, yeah, I'll like read about like Jesus and stuff, you know, and like it's, I can separate that from what, you know, my actual like spiritual practice is.
Well, even Tolkien and Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, like they're very separate for me. And, you know, I think there is like a lot of value in understanding Jesus' story and like his teachings because they are valuable. They're also like deeply rooted in, they are truly deeply rooted in Torah and Torah tradition and, you know, our rabbinic commentaries and stuff. Like all of that is like, there is that root. And I've, you know, definitely found like a lot of where things get like separated, whatever, is like Paul's letters and all that, like whatever. And, you know, that's also like really interesting and like important to know and important to like read and like learn about. I'm not that well versed in it. I didn't spend a lot of time like specifically on Christianity. I think definitely in college, I was far more interested in learning about Islam and Islamic tradition, and how that's more like connected, I think, to like Jewish tradition, like that the parallels there are so interesting to me. So like that like especially like in these episodes where we do get more like heavily Christian based ideals, there is that part of me that does see it. I guess like a Joseph Campbell nerd would be like, oh my God, he did the thing with Luke Skywalker. Like, it's like that same thing to me where I'm like, oh, I see what you did there, you know? So like, I don't think I was ever like anti-Jesus. Like I've definitely like written jokes, especially for stage, like making fun of Jesus. I think is like at the at the point in my life where I was doing that, I was like definitely more of like an edgelord who thought it was funny because I'm like not a real Christian because I'm like Jewish, you know, like and the Christian culture is a real, you know, like there was that part of me that was like just a little
I'm being subversive.
Yeah, there was like that part of me that was like, ooh, I'm so naughty, you know, and like that part of me like went to therapy, and now I can be like, it's not that deep, and it's not that funny to me anymore, especially since I think I've also like lived out in the world a little bit more, and I've been like, oh, all of the parts of me that are like making fun of Jesus, what I really need to be making fun of is like the same things Jesus was making fun of, you know, like
right.
Capitalism.
Yeah, like the same
Unchecked
things that were.
patriarchy.
I'm not upset at Jesus. I'm upset at the same things that Jesus was upset
Me and
about.
Jesus
so like,
are on the same team.
yeah, I'm like we're on the same team, so it's like we can like predator meme it together and be like, both of our enemies are Christians, you know, like. Not all of them. But,
Hey, the Son of God's on your side. That's pretty good.
yeah, so like that's it. For those who've been keeping up at home and they're like, what's going on with you and just talking about Jesus, that's where I come from on that. So I did not look up the verse. I think what I found on YouTube didn't even have the turn to this section. I think he just said don't put others down. I think I found the like secular edit, which is I think what I remember watching on TV. So
An easily cut line from the superhero handbook, aka the Bible.
The Bible.
I did wonder, does the superhero handbook have an outline for like what to do during the is it premillennial dispensationalist? What are the vegetable superheroes gonna do during the rapture? How are they gonna combat the Antichrist's forces? Is there gonna do a tribulation force of the vegetable superheroes?
Tribulation force.
What's the Scarlet Tomato gonna do against the Antichrist?
defy gravity and fly.
It's a me.
Yeah.
It's me, the Scarlet Tomato.
I always just think of the Antichrist from the American Dad episode. Where they're like, you're the Antichrist? And he's like, yes, Jesus was a carpenter and I'm not useful at all. And then he buries himself in the sand. My favorite Antichrist.
Also, another great joke for the parents, Lemon Twist. With her control of Gale Force wins.
Who's Gail?
Who's Gail?
That made me so mad.
That was the joke. I
made me
said this
so
before,
mad.
but that was the joke where they lost me, and that's maybe 7 minutes into the episode, and I was gone.
And then when he threw out your pet chihuahua, that was so early 2000s random humor. I was like, shut up, Larry.
And Gail gets so upset that she blows up the community college.
I would too. I was so happy for her when she did that. I was like, this is a great use of your power.
Ghost Storm. From the
Shut
X-Men.
him down.
Quiet this man.
She's just
Larry was such a man in this episode.
Gail
God.
did nothing wrong.
I support Gail. Lemon Twist, sorry.
Lemon Twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name.
God, this is Larry's impact on this episode. Even I'm like, who is Gail?
Who is Gail? Who is she? So Larry Boy is just like walking down the street and speaks to the Onion Mom in a disguise.
Disguise number 1? Is that true?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Disguise number 1.
She's got the little Groucho Marx glasses on.
And she needs help. And she's like, "Can you go get Officer Olaf?"
I love the way she's like lounging on that bench. So like,
Oh, that's disguise 2 or 3.
oh, okay.
This is the first one where she has antlers on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is
She's
our first.
sort of cosplaying Captain Olaf.
Kind of.
He's got the horns, because he's Scandinavian, right?
Well, I always thought this was a Bullwinkle reference because this is.
That's
very
what I
Bullwinkle.
got.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys
In
are
look and
ancient.
tone.
There were a lot of Rocky and Bullwinkle in
Bullwinkle.
here. I don't know. There was an old man at the shul who would call me Natasha.
All right.
So that's
I used to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle because it was and still is really funny.
Yeah, it really is.
And it was where Matt Groening said he learned that with TV animation, as long as the animation can be garbage,
Yeah.
it can be really bad as long as the writing is really good.
It did
Yeah.
have some really good writing.
True.
There's some great puns.
Yeah.
And also terrible puns that are so terrible they loop around to being
True.
great.
Yeah.
Rewatching Courage the Cowardly Dog currently.
That
and
sounds
cackling
very fun.
through the whole thing.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite memories from one of these recent conventions here in town was going to cons is like the Olympics of people watching. There is no better people watching in town. any mall.
I'd raise you, but I can't say some company names on this show. All right.
I would sit around or just walk around looking at the cosplayers walking past. And there was a couple that cosplayed Eustace and Miriam
Whoa.
from Courage. But it was funny. I would look at the costume and admire the costume, and then Eustace turned around and be like, "What are you looking at?"
That's good. That's very
That's
good.
awesome.
And I just clapped. So I was like, "This is
Very good.
Nothing as unnerving in Larry Boy as any given episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog."
Yes, yeah. I was afraid of it as a kid, which is why I'm watching it now.
I know. Is it Finn? Finn posted something about Cat Dog the other day.
Yes.
And
Shout out Kev for your incredible Larry Boy.
oh, it was so
costume.
good. It was
I'll show-
so good.
Show it to me because
It
you
was
know I'm
so
a costume
good.
girl.
Yeah, Uncle Kev. Shout out on that Larry Boy costume. Incredible. Yeah, Finn posted something about Cat Dog. And he was like, oh yeah, he was like, this is the best intro to a cartoon. I was like, that intro went so hard.
Yeah,
that was
Cat Dog
such a
was
good
awesome.
intro. No show upset me quite as much as Cat Dog. There's something about it that just like upset me
I'm
fundamentally.
looking at the Larry Boy cosplay right now. It's fantastic.
It's so good.
Good job, Kev.
Good job.
Good job, buddy. Power pickle.
Yeah.
You're no match for me, Pickle Boy.
Gosh, he is green. Capital G.
That's a mean green mother.
That's great. Hey, Kev, steam your cape. just if I could say one thing.
We'll be sending you a steam iron in the mail. It'll have orange steam.
Oh God!
Yeah, don't belittle him or he's going to shrink.
Don't belittle anyone for at least 24 hours.
You're going to shrink people, Greer. Okay, all right. So, no, he belittles Officer Olaf, and Officer Olaf flips the paddy wagon. The alchemist escapes, and the police officer shrinks.
Right. Because that's what happens when you get small behind the wheel. You fucking paddy
You
wagon.
flip. The paddy wagon flips.
Got the first real laugh out of me with "I'm teeny weeny."
Yeah. No, it was good. That was good.
And okay, so he initially shrank Herbert and Wally, and then
I did laugh when they were like, is this heaven? And I was like, I guess if I was going to get shrunk, being shrunk into a donut box would be pretty sweet. And then I was
Yeah.
like, I think I am Herbert and Wally.
deep down,
Deep down,
my hunger.
all I want is to just eat unlimited amounts of cotton candy and donuts.
Don't
I'll
we all?
shrink to do it.
I'll
I don't
shrink.
care. Okay. Leave me in that box forever.
Is this heaven? No, it's jelly filled.
Yeah, that was good. That one, I was like, all right, you got me there. Got me there.
So is this when we go to the alchemist's lair?
Decrepit lair, which, like, if we're gonna go Batman realism, like, this is just class warfare. Like, his house is dilapidated. No wonder he's out here, like, running these experiments, trying to, like, bring down the powerful of Bumbleberg.
We seem to just want to shrink everybody and be alone in the city with his mom,
Yeah, would you not want to?
like Ed Gein.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you will not defend the alchemist on our podcast, Liz Brody.
I'm
I will
not.
not allow it.
I'm just saying. Look.
Can't even.
It says, "Stop
Okay.
putting me in a position where I have to be the defender of capitalism."
Name one inmate who got helped out by Arkham. Not one rehabilitated soul. Okay? And why are they there in the first place?
They
Because of
almost
Gotham's wealth distribution being so unequal.
listen. They almost helped Harvey like twice.
Okay? And you know what? You know what Batman could be doing with his billions of dollars instead of beating people up. I don't know, putting money into social services.
Well,
He does do that, Liz. You know this.
Obviously not enough.
There have been entire stories written about the Bruce Wayne social services.
Which are clearly insufficient. I want to see.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
want to see the charity report on what Bruce is doing.
You're gonna be able to reform your like average, goon with the stocking cap on. You're gonna be able to reform him. All right. He's desperate.
Okay.
He's trying to provide for his family. That's why he's working for the Riddler. All right? But the Joker, the Riddler. Or even like somebody, you could reform the Penguin in theater. You could, or in theory, you could reform the Penguin, perhaps even Two-Face.
Okay.
But like, Clayface has a medical problem.
Yeah. And you know what would solve Batman's Joker problem? I can't say it on this show. But we all know it, and you know I'm right.
Well,
now I'm scared because I don't think I do know it.
just gonna kill the Joker.
No. Well,
Murder.
yeah. Okay. No, because then you'll just create
gun.
another Joker.
Yeah.
No, just take one for the team, Bruce. Just have him over one night. Give him some scotch.
They're gonna smooch.
Yeah. They just need to smooch.
They just need a kiss. That's way better than a gun. They just need to
smooch.
Date the enemy.
Yeah.
kiss him.
If Bruce just kissed more of his arch nemesis, this could all be solved.
That is something I'd see like Moon Knight doing. Just making out with just full lip to lip contact.
Bruce,
kiss.
Bruce,
the kingpin.
save your city. Just give him a little kiss.
Give him a little smooch.
Yeah.
little kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, kiss. Bad kiss. Bad kiss. Quick, Robin. We need to administer the bad kiss.
Alfred made him a special Alfred made him like a special lips like lip gloss.
Wax lips or
Lip plumping serum.
that's why Robin had wax lips for some reason in Batman and Robin, was in case you needed to kiss Mr. Freeze.
Just gives me the kiss.
A little.
Mr. Freeze did just need a kiss though. That is kind of the whole point.
I just need love and affection.
Yeah.
Maybe the alchemist needs a little kiss.
Yeah. Not from his mom.
Not from-
No,
Mom.
not from his mom.
Ugh.
He gets too many from his mom.
Mom.
And her onion breath.
Oh, and she probably does smell bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I like your
Smells
tone
like
here.
mothballs and onion,
Exactly.
which is from personal experience what most old Russians smell like. But I'd say apologies to most old Russians, but no.
Sorry, Natasha, but not sorry. Larry boy. Yeah.
What's the plot of the show again?
It's a хорошо. Okay.
The plan is to shrink everybody in town
Perfect plan.
and rule over the city.
Of
An empty city.
no one. And all the citizens are in a box.
They're all
They
small.
did cut holes in the box.
Yeah, so they
really,
can
which is
breathe.
really nice.
Well, that was for the donuts to breathe. Right?
Right.
Right.
The
You're
people
so
are just
right.
convenient.
You're making me forget what happened in this episode.
I'm making you forget.
I'm choosing to blame you.
Are you talking to me? I have words about that Italian stereotype in the short at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So the at the park later, Mom Pearl Onion. You get it?
That's not a pearl onion.
But her name's Pearl.
Pretty
and she's
big
an onion.
Pearl.
for a pearl onion.
Mother Pearl.
Okay.
She's lounging on the bench in pain, I guess, crying for help, wearing a wig and a sunglasses and a beard. Larry Boy shows up. She just
This was very much the Green Goblin in that burning building.
that's the most camp thing to ever happen in a $200 million movie. That's the most ridiculously campy thing to happen. in that
Basically
movie.
turned around and went, ah! It's so silly. I'm laughing about it now.
That's like a unique Sam Raimi touch that I can't believe happened in a movie that cost $200 million. It was a summer
I watched
tentpole.
that like last year. It was just like on the floor. So I was like, I knew it was gonna happen too. Every time. Every time it happens, I'm like, why the veil? Like,
The veil.
For mystery. For suspense.
The veil, the line, you're the one who's out, Gobby, out of your mind.
I had never been more attracted to Willem Dafoe than in that moment.
Man.
The fact that he threw those like razor bat things and Spider-Man Matrix style jumps out of the way but gets clipped by one of them anyway. And the fact that it's relevant to the plot later.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, so
Where
that's
Willem Dafoe just licks blood off of the floor. That's how you get hepatitis.
that's
how
the
you
least
get
of his problems.
Spider powers.
Anyway, that's what Mother Pearl's doing here.
Right. Mother of Pearl lounging, waiting to
Lounging.
be rescued from the beautiful day.
Yeah.
And she gets Larry Boy to badmouth all of Bumbleberg and in one quick fire succession.
Oh, such a yenta.
And they all shrink at the same time. And the alchemist runs around with his butterfly net, catching everyone. The whole town.
Did they go with a butterfly net so that they could like do a SpongeBob? Like what? It felt a little too poignant. I don't know.
It's very cartoony, the butterfly net.
Yeah, I
it's the
guess.
cartooniest of nets.
That's true.
And if you're catching something small, like a butterfly, or a small vegetable, a shrunken vegetable.
True.
And Mother Pearl really gets Larry down in the dumps and bruises his ego. And so he returns to the Larry cave to have a bubble bath. Okay.
Larry and his bubble baths. Here's the thing about this writing too, where it just kind of felt like they were taking little bits and pieces from previous VeggieTales episodes. Like, oh, one time Larry played a character who liked a bath. Like, there was a lot of like, it was like a collage to try and make it feel more VeggieTales-y.
When he asks Archie, not Alfred, Archie,
Who is not featured very prominently in this episode.
no, just in the beginning and right here.
Which is probably why this episode just like... like, I watched this for Archie.
Liz, if both of you keep bad-mouthing this episode, it's going to shrink before our very eyes.
Ha!
Okay. And so small Archie is in the chair.
Smarchy, if you will.
Smarchy, if
Smarchy.
you will. And I am. And I
If
am
you're
gonna
nasty.
continue to. It says, there's a cloud that's all over Bumbleberg, and it originates from this location, which we have determined to be the alchemist's lair. And Larry Boy's like, all right, I'm going to go. I'm not going to inquire about your shrunken condition, Archie. I'm just going to go deal with the alchemist. And so he goes. And I love while all of the shrunken people... There's a joke that I liked in this episode. All of the shrunken denizens of Bumbleberg are in the shoebox, or in the donut box. And they said, you'll never get away with this, alchemist. And Junior says, yeah, Larry Boy will stop you. And Alchemist says, Larry Boy will never find me. And then the door swings
swings
open, and
open,
Larry Boy
yeah.
says, Alchemist, I have found you.
I did giggle at that one.
But of course, the alchemist has prepared for this eventuality and has set a trap for our beloved superhero, Larry Boy. The trap is revealed to be a machine that siphons off all of the ego gas and creates a monstrous, evil, overinflated, villainous version of Larry Boy.
Oh my god, I just realized he had a big head.
He had a big head.
Because he had a big because you
Got
know.
a big head.
And I noticed because I was watching this on YouTube, and you can see the most frequently like rewound portion of the
Yeah.
video, the part where the monstrous Larry appears from the machine
Yeah.
was the most rewound, like by a wide margin. People just really wanted to see like
Monster
Larry Boy have his
Monster-
own Venom character.
exactly.
I elect that we decided to call this Boy Larry. How do we feel?
Does he have a name?
Bizarro Larry Boy, Boy Larry. These are
I just said
suggestions.
evil Larry Boy. Like evil Spock.
Boy Larry, Larry girl, no,
No.
Larry Man.
Larry man.
Larry Lad.
Oh, and I also love he had inverted colors to Larry Boy.
Yes, I did like that. I noticed that.
Very bizarre Superman. And he attacks Larry Boy by using his plunger ear to grab Larry Boy and bounce him off of his head like a paddle ball.
For arguably too long.
That was a long scene.
They had to pad the runtime, I feel.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And it took Larry a embarrassingly long amount of time to realize the moral of the episode and remember what.
Oh, okay. The Larry Boy, evil Larry Boy is alter ego.
Oh, pretty good.
Right.
Alter ego.
That makes perfect sense.
And then he says, "You're only a cheap copy of me." And then he grows bigger
Yeah.
because the haters love to hate.
I don't get inflated by their vitriol only makes me stronger.
I drink haters' tears for breakfast.
Okay. And then Larry remembers, oh wait, you should, whoever exalts himself is humbled, whoever humbles himself is exhausted. And Bok Choy has to be like, no, it's the remember the Bible verse. And Larry Boy's like, okay. And so he starts saying nice things and building up his friends and community. And the entire town is restored to size in like a moment. The entire town of Bumbleberg that fills this room. It's like a convention center, lecture hall. A banquet hall full of the entire city of Bumbleberg. To stop the alchemist and his mother.
Yeah.
Once and for all, and shrinks and disappears the
we've skipped over the part where we get a full on like slideshow with the evil plot, and that's where we see the baby picture.
We mentioned that, but I can cut it in if you want to talk about it.
When did we mention that?
Well, when he revealed his plan.
Did I just black out? Okay, sorry.
I don't think I remember that either.
I don't think we talked about that,
Did you
Michael.
talk about that on your own?
I mentioned what his plan was, and I didn't mention that there was a carousel slideshow with hand-drawn slides.
That's the whole point of the plot reveal, is to do the carousel slideshow.
He accidentally shows the slide upside down.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
has one of his mom.
Which is another little like, it's like, oh, this was really funny in the Cebu song, so like, let's bring it back for this.
People love a carousel slide.
Achumamu, 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 achu. This is not you.
Indeed.
Yeah. The short film felt like, so I used to work for this restaurant group that I feel like owes me financial compensation for emotional damages. And I had to be not only the chef, but quite often the front of house manager. And watching this cartoon gave me war flashbacks to having to be front of house manager and chef at the same time. And I think the fact that it like re-traumatized me so much
Really hurt your opinion of this episode.
really did not help me with, like, I see what they were going for, but it was also like, it fell into that trap that I feel so often watching like a lot of classic cartoons, that it's like it's almost like one of those like a miscommunication plot line or something where I'm just like, logically, like I'm too autistic to watch this. Like I can't, like the logic, like I can't live in a world where this logic makes sense. Like this is so frustrating to me. Like literally just say, hey, it upset me. And it was one of those things where it's like, again, this is like such a classic cartoon trope. And like maybe I'm hating on it a lot more now that I know that Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki weren't involved in it. And like maybe that's like kind of like leaning me toward the side where I'm like, no, throw this in the trash. But again, it leaned on all of the cartoon tropes that just like infuriate me. And it is always just that like, this world is so chaotic. No one has a brain cell, which I get is like the point of a lot of cartoons, but it's like there's a lot of like classic Looney Tune like filler episodes where I'm just like, this is so annoying. Like I don't enjoy this.
Yeah, it felt like trying to play single player Overcooked.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Well, and if it's not funny,
Right.
it's just stressful.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and the whole like birthday plot, I was like, no, this is just so like, No one knows what's going on. Literally, this could all be solved by like a little. I think this is why Seinfeld is so frustrating for me, because I'm just like, literally 2 sentences of communication would have solved this. And maybe I hate that so much because I do work in restaurants. I'm constantly like 2 words of communication would have solved this. But like just that plot line for me is so empty and so just like devoid of like substance that it just makes it feel like, oh, I'm actually wasting my time watching this.
And also, like, logically, they're being so mean to him on his birthday. Like, what? I understand that you're going out to buy presents and place orders for him, but does he have to watch your store?
Yeah, like, why are we torturing him first? Like, is this pre or post shrinking the town? Because if it's like revenge for him shrinking the town, like, maybe it's deserved. But like,
and like the bakery guy was nice about it. He was like, "Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by. I have to run out for a couple minutes. Will you watch the store?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." The fuck. Sorry. I got angry. The like Meister Burger, whoever, just walked in. Walked in and was like, "Hey, I'm leaving. Watch the store across the street." No.
like, how do we have these shop owners in Bumbleberg who just are like this bad at business and they can't schedule, they can't plan, they can't get their orders right? Like, what is going on here? Like, why didn't you do this like 3 days ago? This is what happens when I feel like
What happens when you short schedule?
Yeah.
like
When
You
schedule
had
schedule
time
crew.
to prepare. Clearly, you knew when his birthday was.
there's that. It's just like the whole episode, even down to like, oh, I did this last minute, and it's like a huge order. It was like, oh, am I back at unnamed restaurant group? And Mom Mushroom also made me so mad.
I hate that old woman.
I hate her.
Fungus.
Oh my god.
I know. I feel like I know her, and I hate her.
She is my grandmother, and I love her. And also, get a grip.
Yeah, like, ugh. She's the old lady who will just like. There's this one old lady at my other job who will just like help herself behind the surface while to get ice. That's Mom Mushroom. And like, ma'am,
That's awesome.
you are not in non-slips, okay?
Sit down.
You are in your little like Gucci slides, okay? Get out of my bar.
So how do we feel about this episode? Ladies?
I only watched it once.
Oh,
I had a hard
damning with...
I had a hard time with it. It didn't feel like a VeggieTales episode. I was kind of, again, I did not want to rewatch this.
In this episode's defense, it wasn't a VeggieTales episode.
It just,
It was a Larry Boy episode.
It is a Larry Boy episode. I'm gonna be. I felt bad going in with like a bad attitude and like kind of being unprepared, and I've not been able to like convince myself that it has like more merit than that. And like the storyline, like I just again I like the message, I like the idea, but the way they went about it, I just felt like there were some like better choices. Like it was hard for me to even be like, okay, the whole point of this is to let go of your ego, let go of my ego. I get it. And like, maybe it was because they chose Larry as a focus for this. Like, I just feel like the lesson was just like poo-pooed by the end of it. And like,
You do feel like there is a better version of this that was like 3D animated that featured Junior more?
yes, like,
I feel like arguably it could have believably been Bob.
yeah.
I could see that. Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I remember when Phil Vischer was talking about developing Jonah, and he said, "Who do we get to play Jonah as the star?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it can't really be Larry because Larry wouldn't necessarily act like that,
Yeah.
and it can't be Bob because Jonah doesn't learn anything, and you can't
Yeah.
have Bob not learn anything.
It felt like it felt like when they use like it almost felt like the few episodes of like It's Always Sunny where like Charlie learns a lesson where it's like he didn't actually learn the lesson, this was just funny, like this.
Yeah,
it felt so empty. And like even in like Angry Eyebrows, I was like I think they did a much better job of driving home that like this is about letting your anger go, this is about being angry, this is what happens when you stay mad. And it's still funny and like whimsical. But it was just like, okay, I remembered the lesson. At the end of this, I was like, what was the lesson? There's so many things going on. There's so many like little plot points, and there were like so much happened in this episode. It felt way longer than 30 minutes. And I kind of like lost the plot a couple of times. I really didn't remember the message. The cartoon at the end just like frustrated me. I was just like, I don't like this episode. I really don't. I only laughed like as like giggles a couple of times. I don't know, but then I was like, no, I think this episode just falls so flat.
No, I'm glad that you feel the same way, because I was worried on the way over here. Like, I barely had anything nice to say, and I was like, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not like Andy coming in being like, I didn't like Esther. Just kidding, Andy. Okay.
Did Andy do that?
No. Yes and no.
Cannot believe.
He's gonna listen to this and call me and be like, I never.
Oh my God, I haven't listened to that episode because I'm partially mad that I didn't get to do it because it's my favorite episode. But
we'll have you and Andy on for the next one.
Yeah.
Let the Jews talk about Purim. It's fine.
I was gonna say we'll just have you
fine.
and Andy do an Esther 2.0,
Good
and
idea.
then Rufino and I will go get drinks somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
We will talk about
Me and
Larry
Andy
Boy the
can
Fit for Outer Space and Lyle again.
Me and Andy can duke it out.
Yeah.
Come back, the tables flipped over.
The one girl. They gave us a girl.
Yeah.
We got it. This was, I went back and forth, and because I watched this on like Thursday, and I spent like the last few days just being like, what do I do with this? And
I do feel like there are changes that you could have made. This one feels rushed, I guess.
Yeah.
Rushed to market. There are changes that you could have made to make it better. Mm-hmm. But they needed money.
Yeah.
Please make more.
Like, and I, knowing why they did it this way, I'm like, hey, I get it, but.
Like, I do feel like if it was not just Larry shrinking the town, and if the town shrank, everyone was shrinking each other.
Yeah.
That would work better.
I think that's one of the reasons why the Angry Eyebrows episode worked so much better for me, is because it doesn't just affect Larry, and like having this just affect Larry, I don't know. And like, I get that they went in for the metaphor of like you shrink others when you like talk about them, but like it almost felt like there needed to be something more, I don't know, like consequential. Like there's really not there's no consequences for Larry. Like alter ego comes out, but like the town shrunk, whatever.
He does beat him against the wall a few times like a paddle ball.
I think like with the Angry Eyebrows, like everyone's angry, they're angry at each other, that hurts Larry, but then like he gets sucked into the anger also, and everyone else's anger affects him. And this is just like, I mean, feasibly Larry could have just let them all be small, like
I was secretly kind of hoping for a Bikini Bottom situation where they'd shrink the entire town,
yeah,
and then go on living as a tiny town.
Like Bikini Bottom did it better. I don't know, like this is
Well, if like they all had to grow each other back by building each other up,
yeah,
that would be.
Yeah, like if there was like, if you had to like compliment everyone to bring them back or something,
Or they all had to compliment each other.
Yeah,
Because they're all putting each other down. So,
yeah.
you know.
Like,
The episode really just made Larry Boy feel like a menace. Like he's doing this to all these people.
Bob the Tomato takes a hard J. Jonah Jameson style turn against Larry Boy. He throws the signed photo away. Larry Boy's a menace.
Get me more pictures of Larry Boy.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, like I said, they're just like I said, and I think like this is like a good and important lesson for them to cover. I really like that. It feels, and maybe it's coming up, and I just like I'm not aware of the episode, but like this feels like a subject matter for Veggie Tales. And like I said, maybe I just haven't gotten to that episode yet, and I'm not remembering it. But like this is a big like Angry Eyebrows. Don't be mad. That's 1, 2, 3 easy. This is a pretty big topic. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like I said, I if they'd condensed it, it's just, it felt.
I mean, at the risk of repeating ourselves,
Yeah.
I thought the premise of the episode was great.
Yeah.
I just thought the execution was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Flawed, yes. But I didn't hate it.
I know, I could tell this whole time that you're like waiting to go to bat for this episode.
Listen, it's flawed. But it's not the worst. It's not. It's better than 3, 2, 1 Penguins. There, I said it.
Well,
Okay.
fine.
You know, I'm just guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And isn't that what this is all about?
Ultimately,
It's hating on penguins.
those penguins can go south forever for all I care.
To Madagascar, where they can star in All Hail King Julian.
They
The
may or may not
greatest
like to move
spinoff.
it.
Okay.
I don't care if they like to move it.
All
or
Hail
move it.
King Julian, a children's show about Marxism.
The Animal Farm of our generation.
Or the cover of a Kafka series. All right.
Well, it's a Kafka-esque sign-off.
Yep.
Liz is tapped out.
Don't.
Don't.
Stop, please.
Stop, please come back.
If I had to develop this with like a very Jewish spin, right? If I was making like a Yiddishkeit like children's program, I think I would just do Larry Boy Does the Book of Job.
Larry Boy has everything taken from him.
Larry Boy has an argument with an entity in a cave.
Larry Boy loses it all.
Larry Boy, no more children.
I'm just imagining. I thought that I could a fail-safe plot. I'm drowning. There is no sign of land.
He wouldn't be able to slash his arms.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's enough of this. This program.
He's got a vegetable peeler.
Oh, God.
Well, this was fun. I liked this.
This was cathartic.
Yeah.
We've got the Yodel Napper next week, and then another VeggieTales proper, and then the last Larry Boy. There's 2 more. Let's see how those go.
I'm excited.
This has been. He is that hero.
That hero.
I've been Michael Ruffino.
I've been Liz Brody.
I get to do it?
Yeah.
I've been Greer Misali.
And
That was so soothing.
And this is NPR.
Yeah. National Public Radio. And then dialing back into the main podcast. Remember.
God made you special, and
and
he loves you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.